As a result of the coronavirus pandemic, I've highlighted what I believe to be three material impacts to the health and fitness community, and in particular, the endurance enthusiast community. I'm going to talk about all three right now. Number one, the heightened awareness of health. It was already well established that all else held constant, lifestyle behaviors are instrumental in warding off disease. These are fairly standard findings of epidemiology, which is the study of disease. Activity, nutrition, attitude towards medical consultation and advice, these are all behaviors that are a determinant factor in the susceptibility to a host of complications and probably about a dozen or so cancers that we know of right now, according to the empirical evidence. When considering what we know now about COVID-19, albeit what we know is developing dynamically, the risk for contracting COVID-19 seems to be multifactorial, and a major factor in the risk, at least given what we know now from the CDC, appears to be the health profile of the subject. This really adds to the health and fitness game changer we were already aware of. So going forward, the healthcare systems in your respective countries, they're probably going to be more of a wild card. Yes, we will see, we'll see advances in healthcare technology, vaccines and medicine. But more than ever, we suspect that people will be driven to summon the empowerment in themselves to exhibit those behaviors in order to stop disease long before it begins, and thereby preemptively decreasing risks of complications and or disease. And so overall, we believe that this will drive renewed awareness for health, nutrition, and attitudes towards the medical professionals. Number two, self-execution outdoors and in isolation. The virologist Aaron Bromage researched and reported on the main sources of COVID infection and determined that the top 5 places all had something in common. They were all indoors and required being around a substantial number of people. Big box gyms are starting to develop new social distancing protocols for reopening, as evidenced by this Hong Kong gym, which has erected physical barriers between equipment. Given the complexities of this, it's questionable whether patrons will see these measures as effective enough to warrant the risk of potential exposure. Endurance enthusiasts train outside, where it's easier to implement social distancing protocols. So we fully expect the number of people that seek to get their fitness outdoors to markedly increase. Additionally, we've always had a sharp eye on the increase in the number of people that have moved to indoor training in isolation, as people perceive this to be a less risky alternative to meeting up socially. We fully expect more adoption of indoor training in isolation, as well as virtual training solutions. Looks like that Peloton bike wasn't such a bad gift after all. So we're confident that these will be the alternatives that the health and fitness population will seek out, because as the country reopens, until there is effective treatment, testing, and vaccination, the populace will have to assess their own level of risk aversion and determine whether they continue to self-quarantine versus decide who they are going to feel safe around. Who are they going to take calculated risks with? And who will they feel is worth the calculated risk? Number 3, location-independent training and coaching. We've previously discussed the trend towards location-independent training and coaching solutions on this channel. We not only think that this trend will continue, but grow even more as a result of the coronavirus pandemic. This is going to be driven by individual demand for assistance from professionals and subject matter experts as people continue to social distance. Additionally, health and fitness professionals have seen their work and revenue streams grind to a halt as their approaches require having to show up in person and be directly beside someone. As such, the marketplace will probably see a need in what we've seen a long time ago, professionals diversifying their services with digital media, on-demand learning, and location-independent service offerings for individuals. I hope you enjoyed the video, and given that all of our races are canceled, I hope you're out there staying safe. Don't worry, we'll be back at it in no time. Going forward, you will see a change in approach to this channel, and we're moving from a more reactive publishing channel to a more proactive medium with a regular publishing schedule. This is because given the times that we are in and the challenges that we face, we need to take a more active and consistent approach to providing science and evidence-based thought leadership in health, fitness, and endurance sport training. So I need you to do me a favor. Here's the call to action. I need you to subscribe to this channel. Because in the teeth of these challenging times, we need to raise our voices so that they can be heard loudly. So rest assured, I'll be back.